Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be taking you guys on how to make this shirt dress with a side slits. If this is a content you're interested in watching, please keep watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more amazing video like this. So here we have 2 yards of fabric. When you're making yours, endeavor to make use of 3 yards or 2.5 yards of fabric. So let's get started. We folded this into 2 to cut out the back pattern of our style. So move ahead to measure 54 inches because I really do not want it to get to the down side to my knee length. So measured 54 inches, and also after measuring 54 inches we marked it out and also make sure that the shoulder and the cut together sleeve is what we needed at this point. So our shoulder is 8 inches, which is 16 inches divided by 2. We measured 8 and we went down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then from there we measured 7 inches for the sleeve, but we later added about 2 inches to make it now 9 inches at the end of the day. So we'll go down by 10 inches. That is for the freeness of the sleeve. So from there we measure our neckline of 3 inches by 1 inch. This is the back length, mind you, this is the back measurement. So after then we cut out the front neckline of 3 inches by 1 inch. That is for the back. Then we cut out the shoulder, the slope of the shoulder. So after then we went ahead to measure our shoulder to our bust line and our shoulder to half length like this, then shoulder to our hip length, our hip region. So we use our curve ruler, to connect a straight line through it like this. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. So after doing all this, we'll move ahead to measure our body measurement, which is bust of 38 divided by 4. We have 9.5. We added 2 inches for the freeness of the shirt itself. Then for the hip line, with the hip is actually 42 divided by 4. We have 10.5. We added 2 inches. Then connect the whole line together. And mind you, on this, the waistline of this shirt, we are not going to be making use of the waistline. We wanted it to be free, just as the picture said. So move ahead to cutting out this fabric like this. Then on the down part, when cutting out, to make sure that you're going to see how we actually did the down part, which is keeping the slit at the side. So make sure you make use of 12 inches at the side, then cut out 1 inch on the side like this, then cut it out like this. This is what we have. After making the back pattern, we place the back pattern on the other fabric to cut out the front pattern that we have like this. So after placing it on the other pattern to cut out, make sure that you leave about 2 inches to 2.5 inches. That is for the button allowance, but because this is a 2 yards of fabric, we actually made use of 1.5. so when making yours, please endeavor to use a 3 yards of fabric or 2.5 or 2.5 yards of fabric. That's what I mean by 2.5. So when I had to cut down the same length. So the only difference we have here is that the neckline for the front pattern is actually deeper, which is 3 inches by 3 inches depth. This is actually for collar, when making a collar shirt, mind you. So this is what we have at the end of the day, because the neckline, you have to measure the neckline the neck of your neck, which is your neck for the shirt, which is mine is 16 inches. So you could decide to measure yours to see how it's going to look like. So after doing this, we move ahead to sewing the back pattern. We actually weave this whole material together, then sewing this material like this, sewing it out the shoulder part. After joining, this is what we have, and this is the remaining 2 yards of fabric to join with the sleeve like this. So this is what we have at the end of the day. So we'll move ahead to cutting out the collar. So to cut out the collar, you firstly measure the round neck measurement of the whole material. So here we have 16 inches. At the end of the day, we measured it and we find out that it's actually the 16 inches that we needed for it. Move ahead to cutting our collar, which here we have a collar of 16 inches. So here we're going to measure 16 at first. We mark out 16 inches at this point, then measure 4 inches for the length of the collar, 4 inches at this point. At the both edge we measure 4 inches, then we went to the midpoint. We meant to get the midpoint, which is 8 inches. So at the midpoint we'll go down by ½ inch. You can see we are using a curve ruler to connect this side together. We go back by ½ inch at the midpoint of this collar, then you connect this midpoint to the other side of the collar, just as we are doing like this, just to give it that curvy collar shape, the way your collar looks like. So after cutting out, this is what we have at the end of the day. So move ahead to cut out the fabric for using the collar stay to cut out the fabric, and this is what we have, exactly what we have. And we're going to iron out this pattern. Then we actually needed a 2-part of this collar, which is the one for the sewing, the one that will be covering up the collar like this. So after ironing this collar, and this is exactly what we have. So we actually ironed it and cut out the second part of the collar just to cover up the collar gum of the collar. So this is what we have after sewing and gumming it. This is exactly how it looks. So we are going to mark out the midpoint of this collar to also mark out the midpoint of your material like this. So after marking out the midpoint of your material, you're going to be adding this to starting from the midpoint. We are going to be starting from the midpoint to meet up with what we have. So this is what we have. So at the end of the day, the side slits, we're actually losing the part because we sewed it together. So after loosening it, we added hemi gum at the down part of the slit. So we ironed it out, and this is what we have. After ironing, we are going to now make sure that we press down the, using ½ inch to press down the down part. So this is what we have at the end of the day. So if you have found any value in this video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, and don't forget to follow for more amazing video like this. Thank you for watching. Bye.